Good morning, welcome to the 29th Irish Open, live from the 18-lane Leisureplex Bowling Centre in Stillorgan, Dublin, Ireland. Into the final step 2 now, and I'm joined as always by Simon Shepherd from Dutch Bowling TV. Good morning, Simon.
Good morning, Tom. Yeah, it was a long day yesterday because of a strange thing what happened. We had got a roll-off.
Yeah, we played the roll-off this morning.
Yep.
Jason Burns against, who was it again, the Dutchie?
Ben Gruizinga.
Yeah, I couldn't say that. Anyway, the latter won, the Dutchie. Jason missed a single pin in his first frame and never really recovered. So on our featured pair this morning, we have James Wigmore, Jamie Bottomley, Amandine Jacques and Sam Rose. We've actually altered the front-facing cam, took it a little bit further down the lane so we can see the players a bit better.
Yeah, what do you have else in this final?
Well, we have Jamie Bottomley, who won the final step 1, A and B combined, with 729, followed by James Wigmore, who bowled 725 in the A squad. Amandine Jacques from France with a 707, 683 scratch, came in third, and Sam Rose fourth with 706. Others making it through included Stephen Gill from Scotland, Laurie Sipila from Finland, Craig Barrett from England, Riku Pateri Kivela from Finland, Elko Gorta from the Netherlands, Paul Moore from England, Adam Michaels from England, Aidan Byrne from Ireland, Tore Torgersen from Norway, Lee Cocker from England, Patrick Mika from the Netherlands, Richard Tees from England, Owen Lebioda from Ireland, Mia Bewley from England, Alan Bride from Ireland, Miles Corney from England, Kira Louise Ray from England, Kenneth Hermansen from Norway, Wendy Barter from France, Ghislaine van der Tol, the Netherlands, Rob Thirlby from England, Michael Brakaniak from Poland, Tom Byrne from Ireland, and Ben Gruizinga from the Netherlands. We've also got players in from the earlier qualifying, haven't we? Got Barry Foley in there, and who else was there? Let's have a look through the combined qualifying scores.
Yeah.
Bear with me a moment. So James Wigmore opens up with a strike, Sam Rose with a spare, Amandine with an open and a strike. Oh, you got it?
No, not yet. This one. Yeah. We have Barry Foley from Ireland, Petri Katuri from Finland, Pete Stevens from England, and Petri Jusila from Finland as well.
Correct, yeah.
Who are joined top 28 from last night.
All right, you better
Makes it 32.
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody, on the chat. How are you all today? Bonica, hello Dublin. Good morning, Dom and Simon. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Paul.
Right, bring up the player details then. We might have one or two of these.
Yeah, I think so.
Jamie Wigmore won't have done. Bottomley might have done. Sam, I think, might have done. Amandine, I don't think did.
This one.
So Jamie Bottomley, 2014 winner. From Poole in Dorset, been bowling for 18 years. A high series of 794 and a high 6 game of 1478. Bowling this week with the Stormlock, Optimus Solid from Rotogrip, Daredevil, Haywire, Wreck-It.
Rackham, no rules pull, and a 900 global.
And a
Booyah.
booyah. See how he does this year. Went out early last year as a former champion, but he's made the later rounds this year. Probably one of the surprise packages last night was James Wigmore. I mean, the kid can play.
Yeah.
Even he didn't expect him to lead the block. Struggling with a bad back, he were telling me this morning. Not sure if he were just getting his excuses in early, like some do. But yeah, it seems like he was struggling a little bit.
Morning, Stuart. Looking forward to watch some great bowling in the chat.
And we've got a delay between these two, Simon. Watch. So we've got Stud at the back there.
Yeah.
Watch.
Yeah, I see.
Why is that?
I'm going to check it.
We'll stick with the main cam for now because the front cam seems to have a delay in it somewhere.
It's alright for me on my phone, so I don't know why there's a big delay in there. So there's a 1 second delay in there somehow.
Simon just doing a little bit of technical stuff, trying to get the two cameras to sync up again.
Yeah, there's still a small delay in it, but
Closer than it was.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
that's not far off now.
Ah,
Right.
we've got some chats in.
Minus 6 degrees in the Western Netherlands, but sunshine, says Paul Meeker. Coach Carter, shout out to Jamie Dodger on the featured pair. Jay, morning Dom, what happened
What's the roll of less?
with the roll-off? Jason Byrne lost and the Dutchie
Yeah.
won. Grusinga.
Yeah, I was here when the word got out. There was a roll off, but
I think what happened was they were supposed to be bowled within half an hour of the end of the thing, hadn't they? But they both had a few pints in them,
and they were all, both
they were
bowling.
in bowling, so it was decided to play it for safety first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Just send a quick message to Sarah Foley to let her know where the live stream is this morning. Team Foley going to want to watch the play today. Daddy is on the lanes. Keep your comments and chat coming in. Stop rustling your food. Can hear it on the stream here. So about halfway through this first game. 3 games again, isn't it?
Yeah, 3 games, I thought, yeah.
Jamie Bottomley on 94 in the 5th after an open frame. James Wigmore 87. In the 4th with a strike working. Sammy Rose on a Dutch 200. Kira Ray on front 6, we've just been told. So we'll keep his eye on young Miss Ray. Little ray of sunshine. Pete Stevenson, Motive fanboy. If you're watching Motive, he's one for you, for the staffers in the future. Strike and 9 miss. Forget that bit, 4 in a row.
Yeah, final step 2 will stand out. 32 athletes will play 3 games.
Athletes?
Yeah.
Wow.
From scratch. Athletes position 1 to 12 are qualified for the final step 3. Seeded 5 to 16. And athletes position 13 to 32 will be ranked 16 to 36 according to their position in the final step 2. So top 12.
You were an athlete this week.
Yeah.
Well done. First time in your life. Dark horse of the show is James Wigmore, says Coach Carter. Well, that's it about Jammy Dodger. He can play, can't he? It would certainly be a surprise package if he made it all the way through, but you don't bowl 720 odd in one block and not have something about you. Paul Moore comes up with a 2 spares, strike, spare, strike. Be interesting to watch Paul. If he has like a 197 or something like that, he'll be stewing a little bit. He's not long in 3 games, is there? You can trip up quite easily. Adam Michaels though, making short work of it. 279 pace at the minute. Our co-commentator this week. Guest co-commentator. Leaves a 7-pin that time. Good morning, Dom, from ex-athlete Rob Mudge. Paul drills the pocket, leaves a 7-pin.
Yeah, we saw the same thing yesterday with him in the final stop 1.
Yeah.
Getting good shots, but didn't get.
There's been quite a lot of players this week not carrying the corner pins
Yeah.
because of the new pins.
And Garrett just put in 2 weeks before the tournament, so they didn't have any time to get flying. And
we've got a pin in the curtain on lane 10 now. I wonder if that's going to score it. Can you see it?
yeah, I see it.
Let's see what happens here. If she might knock it into the pit anyway.
Yeah.
Abby Bottomley, come on, Jamie! Jamie and the magic torch. There's 94 in the 4th, Abby. And he's got a strike in the 5th. Kira Ray's left a single pin down there, so her run of strikes must have ended. Little pocket rocket. Good strike there from Amandine, the French lady.
Yeah, Kira was on the roll yesterday as well.
Who?
Kira.
Yeah.
Started on for the front 7 or front 8 or something, so.
She's a quality act.
Come on, Starfish, you can do it this time. He's playing on lanes 13 and 14. And he has an open frame in frame 7 with 132.
Right. For you Team Foley fans, he opened up with the front 4. And then a spare split open and a strike. Wearing green and black this morning. He says he's got his pink shirt with him. He must be saving that for the later rounds. I wonder if Barry will cry like a baby again if he wins. such a strong man, but he's not frightened to show his emotion. Real man, some people would say, if you can show your emotions. He's a larger-than-life character. Much loved in the Eastern European countries now, having been over there quite a bit, Romania and Bulgaria and places like that. Now he's a USBC silver coach. He's got to get out there in the world and do his practical if he's going to go for the gold level. So anyone in Europe, in those Eastern European countries, if you want Barry as your coach, get in touch with him. I'd be scared of Barry as a coach, to be honest, if I did something wrong and he grabbed me by my neck and said, listen. Although I know you're not allowed to touch your students. So Jamie Bottomley got that double. Amandine Jacques with a double. Foley just about to pick up his spare on 8. Stuart asking how has Moore started on 11 and 12. Did we mention that? Is that 119 in the 6th with a strike in the 7th at the moment? Let's have a look at the front view, Abby, of your man.
How has Moore started on 11 and 12?
Yeah, just told them.
Yeah.
Whoa, we've got a delay again. Jamie turned into a female.
And I have no idea why that's happening right now.
It's because we took it 6 foot down. Well, we'll hopefully get that sorted by the end of the block. So we're going to have to stay on the main cam. So here we go with Jammy Dodger. .145 in the 7th. Now with a possible spare in the 8th. Elko, front 3, spare, open, 3 in a row. Picks up his spare. How's Richie Biscuit Tease doing down there? Tora Torgerson on 108, is it, in this 6th? With a double now working. Lee Cocker on 155 in the 7th. So back with Jamie Bottomley, working 3 in a row, looking for number 4. Smooth lefty style he has. Yeah, that's much better. Wearing a Bowlplex original Bowling Company shirt with power play on. And we're with the French girl now, Amandine Jacques. 125 in the 7th. James Whitmore back in the pocket for strike. Elko down on 11, working a turkey, looking for number 4. Just comes through the face, leaves a big split. Pistol Pete Stevenson. He's going to finish with a 212 if he gets another 2 strikes. Barry Foley at 173 in the 8th, strike in the 9th, and he might well go a little bit nuts if he gets a double here. Oh, just can't carry out the 10 pin. That's the problems here now. You could be round about a 190 to 210, and you're close to getting a 240. And if you just miss that single pin or anything at the end, your score comes down, and then suddenly it's squeaky bum time.
Dom, have your disco shoes made an appearance this year?
Yeah, they have actually. Yeah, well, the other day I've got them on again today. Yeah, you can't beat a bit of disco shoes.
Will someone make their appearance on the mic today? And the missus wondered what the hell was going on when the turkey notice started.
Yeah, we'll have Selwyn on again at some point.
Yeah,
he's a good kid.
He was in Bolland's last night as well, so I think he's still in bed.
He should be. Well, you rolled in at about 4 o'clock, didn't you? In fact, I woke up just before that, and I looked over, and you weren't there, and I thought, I knew he wasn't going to come back early.
I was in the hotel, but downstairs with everybody. So
what is it with you kids staying up all hours?
Somehow I got the energy for it. I think I will be in the airplane tomorrow and like, okay, this was a little bit too much, but we will see.
When are you back at work?
Tuesday.
Ah, right. So you got Monday to relax at least.
Yeah. Monday afternoon, I'm gonna lie in and get some sleep, and then Monday evening, time for the missus.
I'm kind of lucky. We're working from home now. I can get up at any time I want.
Yeah,
but I'm sure there'll be a lot of emails in for Talk Temping, so I'll just crack on with the work.
Well, we have a 290 going on lanes 5 and 6.
Who's that? It's Sipler.
No, it's
no?
Petru. Oh no, Sipler.
Yeah, Sipler.
Sipler.
Yeah, it's the Finn. Yeah, just comes through the face on that one. Knew we were talking about him. The jinx strikes again. Adam Michaels working a turkey.
How many make it through through this final? The top 12 will advance to final top 3 of the 32 playing right here.
Pete Stevenson finishes with a 212. Barry Foley with a 213. Jamie Bottomley is going to finish with a 223 if he strikes.
Elko can finish off with for 220.
Sipler finished with 278.
Or 6.
Or 6, is it?
6.
270 lots anyway.
276, yeah.
Mr. President, Pertu Jusila. He's going to tap out almost for 176. But it wasn't looking good up in that till the end there. 117 in the 8th, but he's managed to turn it into 176. So all is not lost yet. Stephen Gill last night opened up with a 180 and looked like he were out, and then shot a 289 in his last game and finished with 700. So So 223 for Jamie Bottomley. Amon Jean-Jacques, 192, so 200 with the ladies bonus. James Wigmore, still a frame to go. And Sam Rose on 176 with that last frame still to go, so you can spare strike for a 196.
What do you think the number is going to be for this block? It was plus 23 last night, so...
Plus 23?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay was sweating last night. He says, oh, I'm going to make it with that. I said, probably will, actually. Hard to say, Dan. Hard to say.
I think it will be around 40, I think.
I would have thought so.
Yeah, 40, 45. But we thought it will be around that yesterday, so and became much lower, so we don't know yet.
Well, we've all thought the scores will be higher, even in the Desperado. You were all saying, yeah, it'll be 235, the number, and it was 222. It was lower. Who knows? Elko finishes with 219. Adam Michaels 224. Paul Moore beginning to strike for fun.
Yeah, we have Todd Jorgensen finishing off with 228. Patrick Mika 192. Richard T is 204. So, yeah, small difference between them.
Yeah, a bit close. Paul strikes again. 5 in a row. How many times do you see that with Paul Moore, though? He has like the first half of the game where he's drilling pockets and stuff, but he's not getting anything.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden,
Yesterday,
ding, 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 ding.
The same yesterday.
If he works it out, he changes his hand movement slightly if he's not carrying, and then all of a sudden, 6 or 7 in a row. Quality. What Rob Thirlby score asks there, Liam Fitzpatrick. Yeah, we'll have a word with Jamie, but he's just gone down the other end now, Ryan.
Yeah, Rob, I think he went over there.
He's gone down there, is there?
Yeah?
Chrome dome, bald head, purple shirt.
James, yeah.
Candy floss on the back.
Yeah. I was looking for Rob.
Oh, Rob, yeah.
I think he went that to the top end.
Rob's probably asleep. He always looks like he's just laid back, chilled.
He didn't make it, yeah.
He's sat with a cup of tea somewhere and a paper, waiting for everybody to finish. Looks like we've got the Scotsman Stephen Gill coming on the featured pair. Looks like we've got Rico Kivella. Not sure of the other two just yet. We'll find out in a moment. But we're going to go for a short break. We'll be back in 3 minutes 29 seconds. So here's a word from our sponsors, Storm.
Hey Storm Nation, I'm Steve Klemkin, and we're here with Del Ballard, you're a Pro Tour manager, and we're excited to demonstrate the new Code Black for you today. Now Del, you have a little bit of experience. I know you saw this ball go down the lanes in Japan, and also some of our international staff players when they came over and bowled the World Series of Bowling were using the Code Black. What have you been seeing out of the ball?
Well, Steve, the very first thing I noticed out of it is how it just kept on coming. A lot of time around the corner, a lot of times with guys that have high rev rates, the asymmetrical balls will kind of just quit. They'll slow down, get to the preferred spin axis, and just kind of slow down. Code Black just kept coming, so you never lost that entry angle going into the pins.
And that's for the high rev players, like you were saying, at the pro level, we definitely see that.
Yes, and for the lower guys who threw the ball a little straighter, you know what, just barely cracked the shell a little bit, make it start a little sooner, and just kept on coming. It allowed them to play about 3 to 4 or 5 boards deeper than they normally would, and the ball would keep coming through the pins.
A lot of hook on the back end. Let's go ahead and turn these lanes on. Let's throw some shots and show you what we're talking about. I think you could see going down the lane. I mean, there was a strong motion. We had 2 different balls, 2 different layouts. Both of them were the 5x5 layout, one with a pin above and one with the pin below. So that's the different pin buffers.
Out of the ball itself, the 5x5 layout is very versatile layout. You might go like a 4.5x5 if you're a little less revs, a little lower rev rate, but always keep that mass around 4.5 to 5 inches, and it really gets down the lane and wants to kick on the back, either pin up or pin down.
And I think when we're looking at, if somebody's kind of going through in their mind trying to decide, do they want to add the Code Black to their arsenal, I think the decision really is looking at, do they need a ball that's going to give them a little bit more hook down lane?
Yeah, a lot of times when you're dealing with solid covers or stronger asymmetrics and they get the mass a little closer to the axis, they have a problem with it quitting on the back. You can drill this ball up a little bit, just a little farther from the axis, and my God, this shit comes around the corner.
And that's one of the things I know when you're out there on tour working with the best players in the world, when you're looking at some of these layouts and trying to find out, exactly what kind of a motion you're going to get, you're trying to control the break point, trying to control entry angle, trying to control motion down lane. And that layout can be key in terms of them getting the look that they need in order to strike as much as they want to, right?
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes, a lot of times, too much back end's not good. But if you can control it when it hooks and when it starts by using a little bit of surface, it'll definitely give you the motion.
All right, Del. Well, hey, thanks a lot for being here. Appreciate it, Storm Nation. The Code Black, it's available November 22nd. Make sure you swing by and visit your Storm VIP Pro Shop and reserve yours today.
Welcome back to the 29th Irish Open, final step 2. And we're into the second game now. Stephen Gill, Laurie Sipela, Greg Barrett and Riku Pertu-Kivela on the featured pair. To our left we have Mia Bewley, Miles Corney, Alan Bride and Owen Lebioda. And to the right, Barry Foley, Petri Kituri, Pete Stevenson and Pertu Yusila. For you Timmy Mac fans, he is going to be in the commentary booth for the final, and then he's going to have to shoot down to the lanes afterwards. He's giving out the prizes this year on behalf of Storm. So it's going to be great to have Timmy back in the booth for the final as we did last year. We'll see who else joins him in the commentary as we find out who drops in and out. I think we'll probably have Adam Michaels, unless he's in the finals, or Barry Foley. But we'll mix it up in the semis and finals, and we'll get guest commentary for both. That'll free Simon up to do the technical stuff and me to do some filming on the lanes. We'll try and make it look like a TV show. If we can get this front view camera working again. Oh, hang on, we might be back in sync. Yeah, looks like we're back in sync, Si. It's kind of rectified itself.
Yeah, they're wireless, so could be something with a delay, but
It's been pretty good up until now, hasn't it?
Yeah, we did get a little bit of extended setup since last year.
Yeah.
2 HD cameras, one for studio, one for lanes. Our own router, just our private network. So, a bit better.
Yeah, it's not dropped in and out as much. Fingers crossed it holds up for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Laurie Sipela opens up with a double on this featured pair. Greg Barrett with a strike and a spare came through the Desperado. No relation to Don Barrett. Keep the comments and chat coming in. Anything?
Possible to ride their top 5.
I.e., who do you think top 5 is going to be?
I think Paul.
Paul's a good bet. Sloan Ranger.
Yeah, do you mean this squad, this final step, or
in general?
In general, yeah.
Still a lot of good players in this field. A lot of good players. Toro Torgerson, former champion, still in there.
Jamie,
Jamie, yeah, Paul, three champions at least.
Barry, 4.
Barry, yeah. Kira Ray, strong.
Yeah. Ghislaine.
Ghislaine. The Finns, every one of the Finns.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if we had a Finnish winner this year. There hasn't been one. They don't normally come because the Ball Masters the week before, so... Well, you know what it's like when the Finns start turning up, you're in trouble. What a strong country. What do you all think? Who do you think's going to win it? Who do you want to win it? Who's impressed you?
I think Paul or Torgerson. They played very well this week, or the Sloan Ranger.
Yeah.
They've been performing constant in all squads, and
I think we'll see at least one Irishman in the semis.
yeah.
At least one. But an all-Irish final would be good. But to be honest, I'd rather an all-Irish final next year for the 30th, and then at least a guaranteed a winner on the 30th.
But we did get one female player as well, Jenny.
Yeah, Jenny Wegner. She's proper dangerous. Oh, it could be a surprise package. Could be Elko.
He's playing really good last couple of weeks, so. Well,
Oh, he's just left a big split though. Jinxed him. Stephen Gill's been there and thereabouts over the last few years. He just seems to peter out at the end.
yeah.
Talking of Peters, there's Peter Stevenson as well. Jamie Bottomley's opened up with a 9 miss, but then he's come back strong with a turkey. Pete Stevenson, as we just mentioned, with a 9 spare double. Pertu Yusila with a strike spare strike. Barry Foley is opened with a spare double. For you Team Foley fans, are you watching, kids? Daddy's on it. Looking for 3 in a row. Oh, he's just not carrying that temp in there. For all that power he's got. A lot of corner pins this week.
Tom Aldino, morning gents. Christopher
morning.
or Jenny?
Do you know that's a tough one? That's a tough one. I mean, they were dating not so long back, weren't they? So,
Yeah.
and I know what it's like when you date a female star and you're not dating them anymore. It's not easy. I couldn't call that between them. I mean, obviously, they're both fine players in different worlds. You'd have to say Chris, but she won the World Cup and he didn't.
Yeah.
He came second, she came first, so she's better.
He should have won, but
Yeah, he should. Not one isn't fault. Oh, gutter ball from Owen Lebioda. It's the first one I've seen.
I had 1-1 as well.
Why don't that surprise me? You like to rag it though, don't you? If you're not hitting first board, you're not enjoying it.
Nah. I was at 6th and 10 or something.
Hello from Finland. Good luck with our bowlers to the final game, especially the Finns. Hopefully they will appear in the live stream broadcast. If I were a betting man, I would bet there's at least one Finn in the last 4. At least one Finn. Which one, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how Tavanainen does, because he's had a haircut now.
Yeah.
Is he going to be streamlined? Is he going to lose his strength? Which? Looks good. The old one looked a little bit like Wurzel Gummidge for you English people that might remember that.
Chris needs to prove he can win.
Yeah, Chris needs that monkey off his back.
Yeah.
He needs not necessarily an EBT title, but a title.
Yeah. Yeah, he did
He's been
one
there.
also last year, but
It's his home centre, isn't it?
yeah.
Back-to-back 300s the year before that
Yeah.
as well. He's different gravy, is Chris. But yeah, he needs that. He needs that win just to. He's got the potential to be the first Irishman to win a PBA title. He's paid his dues over the last couple of years. He's played a couple of times. Didn't go to the World Series this year, and that maybe will work well for him. Richard Tees we've not mentioned yet.
No.
The EBT rankings champion this year. Still in the field. Pete Stevenson adds another one now for 9 spare, 4 in a row.
Jamie has 9 split open 4 in a row as well. Have a look down lanes.
We'll get a
Not
look
really
now. Close look at the Flying Scotsman, Stephen Gill.
A nice mixer.
Yeah. He's another one though. He could do with a win. Stephen Gill. He's played a couple of EBTs and been there and thereabouts in qualifying and not quite made it in a few. He's qualified in this one last 2 years, I think.
Yep.
Came up against Timmy last year. And Timmy did him. Lori Sipila from Finland, front 4.
$118 people watching. Woohoo! Before 11, that's good.
Yeah, please spread the web address far and wide. Want some bumper numbers for the final today. And don't forget, you can watch all the streams we've done so far. Hope you've enjoyed them. Had some great guests, squad winners, and commentary.
Stu, Dom, Tees and Paul are PBA players. We need more on tour. Come on, sponsors, get your checkbooks out. We have some good players, but the step from working to PBA is a massive step.
Yeah, hi Tony Holmes. He was a good bowler back in the day. Yeah, go on then, Simon. Explain the format for the rest of the day.
Yeah, this is final step 2. 32 players. Top 12 will advance to the final step 3. There, the top 4 will join them for the top 16. Those will be match play.
Yep, 8 matches.
8 matches.
8 winners continue to final step 4. 8 losers will be ranked 9 to 16 according to their seeding.
Yeah, then we got final step 4. Again, match play, 4 matches. 4 winners will continue to final step 5. And the others will be ranked 5 to 8 according to the standings.
It says match play, but it doesn't say how many games, does it?
Just 1, I think.
No, I can't.
It doesn't say how many games.
What was it last year? 2 games.
2 games, yeah. After final step 4, I have 5. We have 2 matches again, and the top 2 winners will continue to the final step 6, and that will be 1 match. And yeah, the winner will be ranked 1, the loser number 2. So that's the
Sue says, go Craig Barrett. Can you say hi to Maddie, who is 10 years old and watching Craig from the UK. Hi Maddie. Thanks for watching. Are you enjoying it? Craig is doing okay at the moment. We'll find out some scores for him soon. Boomballer NBA Live. Hi everyone. This is amazing. Thanks Boomballer. And Dan Balsam, match play at the Irish Open is usually 2 games aggregate scores. How many 300s has there been, he says?
1.
1.
And we missed it.
And we missed it. Yeah. Nobody told us about it. We found out on Facebook.
10 minutes. 10 minutes after.
10 minutes away. We've had a couple of 299s as well, haven't we?
299, 290.
We had a 710 spared yesterday from Mick Stamp. Not Mick Stamp, Tim Stamp.
Tim Stamp. At squad, what was it? Squad 13?
Squad 13, I think.
Yeah, at 2 hours 40 and 10 seconds.
Around about 2 hours 40, 10 seconds, yeah. So if you want to check the 710, we'll get it up on YouTube this week. We'll probably get more hits for that than we will for the winner.
Yeah.
It'll end up on one of them compilation videos. In fact, hang on, if anybody nicks our video, we're gonna do them for it. Because because you know what them Team Ligra are like.
Yeah.
They just rebrand everyone else's videos. I had a word with them because they rebranded some of mine. I went nuts with them.
Yeah.
So I like what you're doing and stuff, but give some credit to the original content poster.
Yeah.
Don't just brand everything.
But they have to cut off a lot of logos and
yeah.
info on
Well,
our
apparently
screen,
they get away with it because they're not making any money.
Yeah.
But if you're making money, you're not allowed to do that. So it's a bit naughty. And fair play to them, they get a lot of hits. But what gets me is I post a lot of the videos before them and I don't get the same hits they get.
Yeah. There was not a 7-10 Spanish squad 11.
Was there?
When? Give us a time.
Give us a time. What lane as well? I mean, if we caught it on stream, then
Squad 14 at 2 hours 10 minutes and 40 seconds. Write it down, Dom.
right, get that written down as well.
Yeah, only squad.
Oh no, squad 4. Yeah, that was the one, wasn't it,
Yeah.
Rob? But Michael McCall's saying there might have been another one.
We had some penciling around. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll find them, and if there was 2, we'll get them up. 2? Oh, that'd be cool. Pete Stevenson, 189 in the 7th with a spare working. Barry Foley running the strikes now, 107 in the 6th. 2, 3, no, in the 5th, and then a turkey working. Please spread that web address to your friends and your enemies. Stephen Gill, 66 in the 4th with a turkey on the card now. Miles Corner beginning to strike, 3 spares and 3 strikes. Mia Bewley, young up-and-coming star from England. 83 in the 5th and a double to follow. Jamie Bottomley striking for fun, open frame, 6 in a row.
Lane 4 by Bart Reitsma. Yeah, we didn't get that on screen though.
No.
No.
Actually, no, we might have caught it,
Yeah.
but it would have been, you know, blink and you miss it possibly.
There will be another 300 if there is a book running, but a favor on. It's for me, Dom. I will give you my paper later. I haven't heard anything about it yet.
Nobody's doing a book, I
No.
don't think. No, I don't think anybody's doing one.
There was one last year.
Who
But
normally does it? It's Dara, isn't it? Dara McLaughlin.
yeah, Des.
I don't know if there was the one last year. Who did it last year?
Des.
What, he came in? Well, I don't think I saw him last year. And, unless he did it
Yeah,
satellite, like from away from here.
but it was a book last year. Yeah, but
No, I've not heard anything this year.
no.
Who would you be betting on anyway, Tony? Joe Cundy. Hi, Joe. Kiss, kiss. Cundy. Hey, that's timely, actually. You know what? You know when you get that photo that comes up on your Facebook page, a memory type thing?
Yeah.
The one that came up today was one of Joe Cundy. when she was ickle with that curly red hair. You know the one, Joe.
Let's see what I got as memories.
Most of the time it upsets me when I see it because it's either Chatters or somebody else, but it was nice to see Joe this morning. Come out of retirement next year, Joe, and come over to Irish Open, you and Dazzler. Come over for an Irish party. You've still got it in you. You could win this. English Open champion and Irish Open champion and God knows what else you won. 40 odd titles. Hall of Famer now though. You have to book an appointment when you see Jo now because she's a Hall of Famer. Darren and I are thinking about coming over next year. Not to bowl, just to socialise and that.
Yeah, a lot of come over this year to just to get to socialise and drink beer and.
Yeah. It's not cheap though.
No.
That's €6 a pint.
5.20, yeah.
You've got to take a mortgage out on a double.
I always, I still own you one, so.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have it now.
Yeah.
€6. I might have one tonight. I've had 1 pint since. In fact, I'm about the only one that's had 1 pint.
I can say that.
I can't get drunk and do commentary. It's bad enough when I'm sober. Barry Foley on 5 in a row. 107 in the 5th, and then he struck frame 6, 7, 8, 9, first in the 10th. Joe on the chat there said, Darren will just drink, maybe I will bowl. To be fair, Joe, you're the better player anyway. Although I say it, and I'll say it again, Darren Cundy is the most technically gifted player that England has ever had. You can't hear the ball when he lets go of it. It's just smooth as silk.
Anyway, how is Probst and Cocker doing? They're on the left side of the bowling. I think I have a look, but
Now let me old Cocker. I got into trouble in that.
Rob is actually playing really well.
Yeah?
He has 121 in the 6th with a double working in frame 7 and 8.
Cool. I got in trouble with Cyprus because Lee Cocker made it to the final against Stu Williams, and I kept calling him Cocker. And his dad says, "Can you stop calling him Cocker and call him Lee?" But nobody calls him Lee.
No.
Yeah, we've not really mentioned Philbs. He's another dangerous player in the field.
Yeah.
As Brian Michael sat next to us, he said something quite profound yesterday or the day before. He says, the champion has been decided. We just don't know who it is yet.
Yeah.
And that's probably very true. Craig Barrett getting a few strikes here, Maddie. 83 in the 5th, but he's got 4 strikes in a row now on this featured pair. Let's see if we can get a front view of Craig. This is where we need to do 3D.
Just see the ballers coming through you. Stephen Gill, another strike.
Craigie Barrett. Yeah, not so good that time. He knows we're talking about him now. Barry Foley 257. Pete Stevenson 257. Ooh, another load of strikes down there. Who's that side? Can you see the name?
Where?
Is it Mia? No?
Kira.
Kira.
Kira Ray. 0.290.
She's different gravy. She had 4 months off this year and she's shooting like 8 in a row there. 290 pace, is it?
290, yeah.
Little pocket rocket.
Now we have Barry Foley and Pete Stevenson finishing up with a 257, both.
So I'm here with Brian Michael. Joe Cundy saying hello, Brian.
Hello. Oh my God. Hello, Joe. Hello.
She can hear you, but she can't talk.
Oh, right, she can't talk back to me. Well, Joe, here I'm at the Irish Open, taking back the years, seeing all the new players. It's quite unbelievable, really, how the game has changed since I first came here.
So, Brian, you're watching your players at the moment. How's Mia doing?
Well, she's doing okay. I mean, you know, she's 16. It's the first really big tournament that she's played in. And to be honest, she doesn't really look out of her depth.
She doesn't, does she?
No, but she's not been as consistent as I would have liked this morning. Some good shots, but some not so good shots.
How long have you been working with Mia now?
Just over 2 years, I think. And she certainly has come on. But the problem that we have in England at the moment is that she needs to play in events like this, and there's not that many that she can play in.
True enough, yeah. Yeah, maybe this, the London International and the English Open, about as big as we've got, isn't it?
Yeah, but when you see all the other players in this tournament, this is the level that she needs to be looking at.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's difficult to do in England, which I understand.
She's 16, like you say, though. She's
Yeah.
got at least another 4 years before she needs to
Yeah, but
be doing it
somehow,
full time.
yes, absolutely, but somehow we've got to keep the interest going.
Yeah.
One of the problems that when I was in charge of the youth was once they get to 18 or 19, other things come into their lives. But boys realise that there's girls, and the other way around, that they can stay out after 10, 11 o'clock, and there's only the very few that stay dedicated to the sport.
Yeah.
And it is a sport. That's
Sure.
how it should be played.
ESBT? What's the ESBT? That's the seniors, isn't it? No. And Chris, is he going to do it this year?
Who knows?
He's been hot. He's been hot in qualifying, and
Listen, you know, as a coach, you can get the players to a certain level. You can get them to a certain stage in their career, and then there's nothing you can do. It's up to him.
yeah,
To be honest with you, I think the format of this tournament should be looked at. I can't, you know, one of the problems that I have is that I realise that I'm a dinosaur, and when I played this game, every pin you knocked over counted.
yeah,
And I find it really hard to see tournaments like this where it goes back to zero. I understand the reason for doing it, and I suppose in these times when they need added entries, it's the only way to do it. But I believe that the sport needs the best players to win, and if they don't, then there's something wrong with the sport itself. But going back to Chris, I think he's in a good place at the minute. It just depends which Chris comes in today. You know, whether he can just go out there and play the game as he can play it. If he can,
yeah.
then he'll be hard to beat. But when it gets down to match play, you just never know.
Yeah, true enough.
I can't believe you've got me on here.
Why not? It was a say hello to Joe, wasn't it?
I know. Is she still there?
Yeah, she was talking about the seniors and the ISBT, and
All right.
but yeah, we're going to go off to a short break then, and then we'll be back for the third and final game, and we'll find out roughly what's going on. Thanks, Brian.
Okay. No
Hopefully we'll
problem.
get you on again. If
Well, let's see.
yeah, if Chris makes the final, actually you'll be sat down there just giving him
Well,
the odd
we'll wait
little
and see.
word. And
We shall wait and see, Dom.
thanks, Brian.
All the best.
Cheers, bud. We're going to go to a short break. We'll be back very shortly.
The original phase, when we developed it, we had one real strong thought in mind. We wanted something that was smooth, something that was controllable, something that when it encountered friction, it didn't really jump. In the phase 2, we have a sanded solid. The additive in a solid, when it's sanded, creates very strong peaks, very strong spikes. So those displace oil. So essentially what we're doing is by making those really strong dynamic peaks in the TX16 cover, we're able to create something that reads dry, even drier. But the nice thing about it is you can now move in and you can play in the heavier oil.
So I've watched Kyle Troop bowl for a very long time, and he's obviously two-handed, but his ball speed and his rev rate match each other. So that lets him play anywhere in the lane that he wants to. When you have a ball in his hands like the Phase 2, with a slight hand position change, he's able to play awfully straight or swing the entire lane if he wants to. That lower RG high differential gives him that smooth, easy transition on the back end, but he's able to cover a lot of boards laterally with a ball like that.
The Phase 2 would probably be one of my first balls out of my bag on many patterns, anywhere from medium to long patterns. Having the solid cover stock, such a strong core, but still being a symmetrical ball allows me to play the lanes a little bit further left. One of the big differences I noticed between the Phase and the Phase 2 was, with the Phase being a pearl cover stock, it sometimes would shoot through the break point for me, whereas the Phase 2, the solid cover stock really grabs and reads the lane and continues all the way through the pins.
And we're back at the 29th Irish Open live. And we're into game 3, and we've got the lovely Kira Ray, Kenneth Hermansson, Wendy Bater, and Ghislaine Stichter van der Tol, is it now? Stichter van der Tol?
Stichter van der Tol, yeah.
That's a mouthful, isn't it? But again, Ghislaine, dangerous player. Whenever she's in the field, when she gets her 8 pins. To our right, we've got Owen Lebioda, Mia Bewley, Alan Bryan, Miles Corney. To the left, we've got Rob Thirlby. Tom Byrne, the Irish Open senior champion last year. Don't forget, we've got the senior championship on as well.
Yep.
Kenneth Hermansson and Tom Byrne in that. Tora Torgerson's going to be in the seniors in a couple of years' time as well.
Yeah.
48 now.
2 years. They're already taking scores, so I think we can get a peek on that as well.
Ah, ESBT for the adults. Yeah, I get what you mean now, Joe. Yeah, on the chat. Yeah, the new sport pattern one. It's just ESBT sounds like European Senior Bowling Tour. Might need to rethink the name of the English one. It sounds like the senior one. Kira trips out the pin again. 9 spare, Barney Rubble. The French girl's been good this week though, Wendy Bater. I was walking along from the hotel this morning and she and one of the other French guys were in front about 100 yards up the road. She's dancing along the road as she's going along, and I'm thinking, she's happy this morning. And as I got closer, she's playing music as they were walking along, and she's dancing as she's walking. That girl's got rhythm. Owen Lebioda opens up with front 4, Miles Corner with front 3. Alan Bryan with a strike, 9 spare strike. Mia Bewley with a spare strike, open frame. I think she's sponsored by McDonald's as well. She's got McDonald's on her shirt.
Yeah.
Wonder what she got for that. Happy Meal a week or something like that. Paul Gregg there saying, well done, Brian. He's gone now, actually. Paul Gregg, another player that Brian's been helping. How good is Brian as a coach, One of the best adult England coaches we never had. He was awesome with the juniors. And a shout out to Andy Penny, actually, in England, who's taken on the the director of coaching role at the BTBA. That is a fantastic signing. Hopefully Mr. Penny can change things around. He has the Kegel Specto at Dunstable. I presume a lot of the England players are going to be having a go on that. They think they're good, and then when you find out, when you go through the CAT system and stuff, and you realise how accurate you aren't.
Yeah. Yeah, we had one in Holland as well, but it burned down.
Yeah.
In Tilburg. And the rumors spreading that it won't return there.
Right.
So that's what I heard. But don't believe me. But
did they find out why it burnt down?
Yeah, something was short in the machine, I think.
Yeah.
It started with a machine on the back.
Just shows you, doesn't it?
Yeah. There are some images about inside when it started. So.
Yeah, I saw the footage of it at the time. It looked quite scary.
Yeah, Sean is right in front of us taking scores for everybody. So I think we'll have a quick word with them to get them through to us as well.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get the scores a bit quicker today.
Yeah.
Kira strikes again. I think Kira might be the block winner at this stage. Kira's coming in the studio. I think we can safely say we found the squad winner.
Yeah. Depending on what the rest is doing. But
give it another 6 months off. She'll come back as like a totally big star.
Because a lot of guys starting really good right now.
Yeah. Yeah, Kira's had like 4 months off this year. Felt a bit burnt out. She's been bowling since she was like a babby. So, but she's come back, thankfully. And she looks better than she did before.
Yeah, sometimes it's good to take some time off and get your system rebooted.
Sometimes you want to sleep in on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Especially when you're working all week and then you've got to go off somewhere and you get back late Sunday and then you're back in work Monday. It's pretty draining.
That's the first thing my girlfriend didn't understand about bowling. You work all week and you're fancying to get up in the really early morning on Sunday.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, it's the sport.
Well, the other thing, Simon, if you've got a girlfriend, you've got to spend a bit of time with them.
Yep.
So what are you doing this week? What are we going to do this weekend? Well, I'm bowling in again.
Yeah.
Well, you knew that about me when you started dating me. Yeah, well, that don't mean I'm going to let it happen. Rob Thirlby, front three.
Now, about 2 years ago, I had to bowl every weekend from the beginning of September to the end of June. So that was not fun anymore. I was done in April already. I was lying on the bed and don't want to bowl anymore. And then you know it's been enough. You have to be more at home, less bowling. And
I get asked if I'm going to play again, and nah, not really. I want to have a sleep in on a Sunday. I couldn't compete with these kids now. I might play
Seniors
a couple of
too.
senior. Yeah, I might play. Well, I'm waiting for Ron Oldfield in England to retire because I'm not giving him pins. He's in the Hall of Fame already, and he'll tear me a new one every time I go on the lane. So I'm not giving him 40 pins. So when he retires, I might come out of retirement. So Kira Ray, 9 spare, 3 in a row. Ghislaine on the featured pair, 7 spare, 3 in a row. Keep the comments and chat coming in. Let us know where in the world you are. Please spread the web address far and wide.
Yeah.
And if you've just joined us, you're watching the 29th Irish Open. So Kira. Oh, 7-10 almost.
9.5.
Yeah, 9.5. Joe Cundy says of Ron Oldfield, that man is not going to retire. Texas Pete, he looks like, from Super Ted. Oh, Ronnie Oldfield. He's the sort of player you want to be. If you want to play all your life, you want to be Ron Oldfield when you get older. Just steady. Used to watch him in bowling tournaments, and the more he was moaning, the more you knew he was winning. What a lovely guy, though. So about halfway through this final game, I think we're safely going to say Kira Ray's going to take the block. I haven't seen anything bigger than she's been throwing. If she's gone like 240, 280, she's on for another 250, 260 if she strings the strikes. So I think we'll have Kira in the studio, as we did last year.
Yeah, I think we have to get some scores from Sean.
Yeah. Do you want to go have a look?
Yeah, because some players are coming along and look like, do you know anything? No, not yet.
No, we know nothing.
So I'm going to see and if we can get some.
Tony Holmes, not right that we give over 50 scratch players 25 pin start. No, it's a funny one, isn't it? I mean, you get some players that are just technically good anyway, and then you're giving them 25 pins just because they're 10 years older. But I don't know. You don't see any of the American seniors with any handicaps, I don't think, do you? Any American seniors, the PBA 50. So let's have a little look at Snodge. Kira Ray, close up. Maybe not yet then. Just doing something on the scoring. Tony Holmes saying Ron Oldfield, Nev Robinson and the rest are too good to give extra pins. Not their fault. Rules need to be changed. Tony saying he wants to play, but he's not giving them 20 pins start. I think that's the problem, isn't it? I think when a few of those players retire, we're going to get like an influx of loads of players coming back because they've all been waiting for Ron Oldfield to retire. How old is he now? He must be in his 70s. Let's get a close-up of Ghislaine. Quality Dutch lefty. Oh, and taps it. What else we got score-wise? Mia Bewley's dropped off a little bit. She's probably going to go out now. 104 in the 6th or 7th. Alan Bride 129 in the 7th, sorry. Miles Corney going well. 156 in the 7th. Let's have a look at the classic style of the French woman Wendy Barter. Yeah, girl can play. Tony Holmes saying about Ron Oldfield, he's won 82 senior events. That's just ridiculous, isn't it? I wonder if he keeps all his trophies. It's like I've got a house full of trophies somewhere. Oh, and a split there for Kira. Sorry about the timing. It's hard to talk and switch at the same time. Front view of Ghislaine again. Oh, wraps the pin around the 7. What do you think of that front camera? It's cool, isn't it? Go on, Snodge, give it a go. Ah. So come on off the sheet now, Kira. We want you in the studio. Rob Thirlby there on the left side. Working a 1 off 115 in the 5th with a strike. Antonio, I'm saying about Ron Oldfield in his trophies, he melts them down because he's tight and he weighs them in. Yeah, he's had a scrapyard business for years. I think he was an engineer by trade for a lot of years, wasn't he, until he retired. I think he went on about a 210 average when I were 14, back in early 80s. So a few frames. Oh, somebody ran a lot of strikes down there. Barry Foley, I think it is. That was on a 290 pace, but I think he's had a split in the 10th. But I think he's done enough over his 3 to be well in for you Team Foley fans. So it looks like the pink shirt from Barry Foley is going to be coming out a little bit later on as he hits the later rounds. He won an emotional final in 2013 wearing pink. I think we've all seen that photograph of him dropping to his knees and then hugging the family after the win. It was an emotional day for him, the first Irish male winner in 29 years now. Is he going to do it again, or is Sloane Ranger going to do it? Oh, Kira almost left a solid 8-pin from the pocket, but strikes. Good recovery after an open frame. She can tap out for about 237. She's going to put us seven lots. Oh, we got some scores then. So yeah, Kira Ray on 535 over the first 2. Ghislaine van der Tol 499.
Those scores are not really up to date, but
no,
we did try to get some
close enough.
Close enough.
But yeah, looks like the 2 girls are the top players there. Torra Torgerson though, 483 over his first 2. Lee Cocker 441, Patrick Meeker 408, Richie Teese 429. Jamie Bottomley 223, 207. James Wigmore 205, 234. Elko 219, 185. Paul Moore 238, 193, 431 at the moment. Adam Michaels 428. So there's a lot round the 20 to 40 mark. But the 2 ladies seem to be the ones that are pulling away at the moment. Kira Ray 534 and Ghislaine van der Tol 499. Stephen Gill on 450. Barry Foley 470. Pete Stevenson 469. So your usual suspects are all there and thereabouts at the moment. Dom, is it possible to input scores after each game so that we could see who is where online? Not really, Tony. We're limited here by the scoring system. It's the old DakiScore boss system, I think. A, the monitors are hard to see, and B, we haven't got live scoring or anything. And actually finding out who's playing where is difficult as well. We're just going to have to wing it. 239 for Owen Lebioda. Kira's left a single pin. But what was she? 35 pins ahead of Ghislaine. Ghislaine we can't really interview, can we? As such. Ghislaine 159 in the 7th. With a strike working in the 8th. Dan Bolson, where's your camera drone that you used at the World Cup? Not brought it. So it's not a Cubic or AMF sponsored event, so I'm not allowed to use it just yet. But it'll be coming out this year, and if not, it will be in Mexico. I'm gonna fly it over the wall to see Donald. The Polish guy, Michael Braniak. Striking, 37 in the third with 4 in a row. I'm looking forward to using the drone on a tournament now, though, because I've got good at it. I think the first time actually, Dan, it's going to be out this year is I'm going to be going to some Cubica AMF new installs. So I'm going to be filming in the new installs to start with, but the first tournament is it's not planned yet. I've got to work out if I need a license as well. I know it's indoor use and you need a license for outdoor. You're not supposed to use them in built-up areas apparently without a license. But I think I'll get one anyway.
Just to be sure.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to use it a little bit. I'm going to take it up to the Lake District in England and get some really cool shots up there. I've been a bit too scared to send it up into the air at the moment.
Yeah, just keeping a watch on the battery life.
You get a good 22 minutes off it, and I've got 2 batteries, so I'm okay that way.
Yeah, but not that you're flying above a lake and...
Yeah, all of a sudden straight into the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get it insured as well. And then we can put some lasers on it and all sorts. So Kira. Oh, split. It's not going to be a great game, this one. Is it going to open the door for somebody else to take the squad win?
Could be.
Yeah, she's only going to... Well, she's going to finish with 200 with ladies bonus. Ghislaine was, what, how many pins behind? She was 35 pins behind.
Yeah, not enough.
And she could tap out, yeah. Good strike there from Wendy Barter. Rob Thirlby, 161 in the 8th with a strike in the 9th. Come on, Kira, give it a go. Ooh. 193, so 201 for Kira. Gives her 735. So we'll get Kira up in a moment.
Yeah, I think she's squad winner.
Right, let's kick these people out of the studio and get it all ready.
But maybe I heard Barry was on its way as well.
No, Barry he was way down on Kira though. Depends what tour had. He had 483.
470.
470. What did he have that game though?
Don't know where he is. I'm not seeing him. Or is he playing on the top side?
I think this time last year we didn't get many people in for the actual interview. We just qualified and we got them in for it. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
.201 for Wendy Barter there. Kenneth Manson's going to finish with a 189 with a spare, and Ghislaine's going to finish with about 216 with a strike. Let's see if we can find out what Barry had. Can't even see where he is.
And we had Toro Torgerson as well with 483.
Yeah, yeah. Well, give me a minute, then I'll run down and I'll see if I can find out.
Hey, Jason, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Why are you not here, man? Joe Cundy, what time is the next round? We have a look for you. Upcoming. We start at 12:45 for final step train, so it's a little bit over an hour. We're finishing off this final step 2. Let's see who will continue to the final step 3. The top 12 out of 20, how about 32 players. Yeah, work. Yeah, it's hard to get off if you have to get paid for. You have to pay for the trip, so you have to work. No problems, buddy. Yeah, Dom is coming back right now. Goes to the squat mat.
All right, we'll just get everything mic'd up and ready.
This program is brought to you by Storm Products, the Boulders Company.
Right, so we're joined in the virtual studio by Kira Ray. 4 months off and you've come back better than you were before. Have we got... Yeah?
Is that better?
That's better.
There we go.
More relaxed.
Yeah, more relaxed.
Did you enjoy that time off then? You just burnt out? Wanted to sleep in on the weekend?
Yeah, little things like that. I enjoyed the time off because of little things like that. And then now that I've come back, I felt like there was less pressure because everyone knew that I had a break. So everyone's cut me a bit of slack and thought, oh, she's had a couple of months off. So I've been more relaxed. And if I weren't, I didn't put as much pressure on myself because obviously I've had a little bit of time off.
Well, everyone kind of thinks you're going to be the next big thing and stuff, and that does put pressure on you to deliver on that, the promise of it, so to speak. But you had a good year leading up to that. You bowled your 300 in the World Cup and stuff, and
I was enjoying it. Like on the lanes, even though I was putting pressure on myself and there was pressure from other people as well, I still managed to bowl all right in most events. I don't know what it were. I just needed that little break. That was it.
And when did you decide that, right, that's enough now, I'm coming back?
Well, I was still working at the bowling alley, so I got questions about it constantly by league bowlers and the staff there. So they kept asking me questions, and I know that this event's always fun anyway, so I was always going to play this. I decided that I was going to play this like when I left last year.
Yeah.
So I had a break, and I had a nice Christmas and everything, and just relaxed. And then I just thought, you can't stop. And a lot of people said to me, you can't just stop. You need to come back.
Yeah.
So when I felt it were right and I felt like I'd had enough of a break, I decided to start practicing again. And I really enjoyed it, to be fair, which I think were a big thing. I got back on lanes and I really enjoyed playing. So.
And this tournament, what have you been bowling with? And have you changed much from game to game?
It depends who I'm following, I'll be honest with you. I've used my Alpha Crux for the most part of it. But with me yesterday, I was following men that were really big revs. So I did have to change quite a lot because it started to go a lot longer.
Yeah.
But other than that, when I've been following people that have been playing similar part of the lane, I've been able to stick with that most of the time and play a similar area. I haven't really done much with speed or moving about or anything, so it's been nice and relaxed, really.
What would 5K mean to you?
It'd buy me a new car, that's what it'd do.
Yeah? Is that what you would do? You'd spend it on a car or something?
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, it depends, really, because it won't be...
You'd have to give some back to your dad.
Probably. He'd probably want some of it.
Buy him a couple of pints or something at least.
Yeah.
Keep him sweet.
But yeah, some of it will probably go to other European events. That's the main thing. I wanted to get something back so that I can go to another one.
That was my next question, actually. What do you plan on playing this year?
As much as I can.
Ideally.
As much as I can afford and as much as I can get to. As much time as I can get off work and play some of the events. I've entered the one in Munich. So I'm going to that one, and then just see really.
Yeah. Are you going to hang off the England side of it for a year or so, or you?
I think so. Yeah.
It's expensive, isn't it?
Really expensive. And I said that as well to, obviously Alex was the manager of Team England before.
It's a lot of money to shell out and get a medal for, as opposed to cash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I did enjoy getting the medals, and I really enjoyed playing for England. Like, as much as it was a bit of a pain paying all that money out, like some people would pay that money to be able to play for the country, but
yeah. Well, your dad was saying it's like 1,500 quid a time.
Yeah.
Or more, you know, and like two or three a year.
When I first started playing it, when I first started playing for England as a youth, I think one of my first ones was completely free, and we got meals and everything. And I'm not saying that that's it, but when you're a student and working part-time, you can't afford it.
No, not a chance, no.
So,
but
I mean, I could afford this because this is nowhere near 1,500 in costing for me to come to it.
Yeah, even the travel, it's
exactly. But Qatar in December, which I got selected for and unfortunately pulled out, it was 1,200, and to get that from working part-time and being a student and have the time off work, which then I'm losing out on money because I'm having more time off work. I didn't have any holidays left because I'd played previous events. There were no way I could have gone.
Where are you working now?
I'm a leisure supervisor in a school.
Yeah. You were at a gym before, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm still at a gym.
Yeah.
But it's a gym in a school, so I do the commercial side of their school, so after hours type thing. But yeah.
As part of it, just like getting older and having a social life again.
Yeah.
Friends and girlfriend and all the rest of it.
Exactly, yeah. Priorities changed a little bit, which I think it does for everyone. I think everyone gets to that point, like most of the England women, I think, have got to that point, and you get a full-time job, and then it's getting time off work because there's so many events.
Yeah.
And you get a partner, saving for a house and cars and stuff. And
you're saving for a house now, yeah.
Not just yet,
not just yet, yeah.
but that's probably the situation for the older ladies that have had to sort of cut back a little bit, is things like saving for a house and stuff like that, and wanting to go on nice holidays where you can chill out on beach and stuff.
Yeah.
But I probably will miss playing for Team England, but
yeah, but
I think everyone would.
How old are you now?
20.
20, and what have you done already? Do you know what I mean?
I know, yeah.
You've done more than some women have done in 35 years. So yeah, you did well to have a break, and it's great to see you back, Kira, and great to see you playing really well.
I've enjoyed it. I have really enjoyed it.
Good, and we'll see you in the final now, or the finals.
I could try.
You'll just go for this Irish Open title now, and add your name to the illustrious list of female winners.
Well, I've got further than I ever have before, so that's a start.
Bonus. Winner chicken dinner. Right, we'll see you in the final then. Well done,
right,
Cara.
Thank
I'll
you.
Speak to you soon. Thank
Cheers.
you. So we're going to go to a short break now. We'll be back very shortly for the next, about another half hour, 45 minutes? 1 hour. About another hour. So we'll go back for a break now, and we'll be back soon. Bye-bye.
This program is brought to you by Storm Products, the Bowlers Company.
Timeless, not affected by a passage of time. The first thing you're going to notice when you hold Timeless is this is a statement piece. Once your hands wrap around the ball, the cover stock, the R2S Hybrid, one of Storm's most successful cover stocks of all time, you're going to feel the tackiness, knowing that once that ball hits the lane, it's going to grab the friction at the exact moment it needs to give you the absolute perfect angle of entry into the pocket. The pins have no chance. And that performance is going to be seen time and time again every single time you throw this ball. This is why the ball is timeless. Storm created a new line called the Signature Series to fit Timeless in. No longer are we governed by RGs and differentials. Now we're governed by movement of the ball. The technology in Timeless is unprecedented, it's unique, it's innovative, it's industry leading. You're going to see the most powerful symmetrical weight blocks mixed with our most successful cover stock in history, all wrapped into one bowling ball. Timeless, not affected by a passage of time.